Pittsburgh Steelers fans, thanks for joining us for another Friday night. Not a freaky Friday. We got off that dittiness. So we call it Homies Friday. It's our Friday. It's our night to come chop it up with the live chat, the chat generals, Homie Nation, everybody listening to frustrated Chicago sports fans and running through the jungle. Everybody that rock with us, man. Thanks for joining us for tonight's show. I heard about this. I'm gonna put this out there and let B-Dirt explain it.
Who in the Matrix?
Nobody.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
You got to chill.
We had another one of our
Afton. That's for you, girl.
Woo. We heard some talk that went down on Pay Dirt. I don't know exactly what was said. I'll let B-Dirt give us some context.
Man, Afton asked me if our D came alive. I said, man, Pay said it was a personal question. So yeah, that's how Friday started for us on Pay Dirt.
Wow. Well, maybe we need to go back to Freaky Friday.
We're ready to go.
In her defense,
I'm here, getting warm, ready for this game. This game's gonna be cold. Let's go. AFC North football.
Page playing Matlock for Afton. Go ahead.
In her defense, that's a common question in men in your age.
Not around my age, bro. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I'm good. I'm good over here, dog.
It doesn't mean it's not a common question.
What's another common phrase? A hit dog's go to holler.
Yeah, we ain't none
of
that happening over here. we all good over here. I don't, all them codes and strange things going on and all that. That's why it's a Freaky Friday. We good over here, dog. We good over here.
They got some blue boys that's cheaper. You can get for 87 cents a pill.
Don't need none of that, dog.
Huh?
Some herbal tea.
Oh, jeez.
Some herbal tea. That's it. We good.
Okay. Yeah. But fellas, man, what's gonna be done? You go first, man. You going to the game tomorrow? This time tomorrow, you'll be watching the kickoff right about now.
Getting bundled up for it. I'm ready to go. I gotta get warm now for tomorrow.
Gotta get warm now for tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, B-Dirt degrees. I gotta stay warm.
B-Dirt, do you understand the assignment before you go to the stadium?
I don't have an assignment.
You got to get a shiesty. You need a shiesty.
I'm not getting a shiesty.
Yes, you need a shiesty, man. All they need to see is your eyes, man.
That's all I need right here.
That ain't no shiesty, man.
That's all I need.
Yeah, just put shiesty on. You'll be good.
Super chat from Fifth Flow, man. He asked to Pay. What you trying to say, Pay? I guess about guys in our age range or whatever you said. I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing that ain't already out there on every other commercial during the football season. The blue pills, the chews, the roll packs,
a lot more about this stuff than
that's what I'm saying. The youngster know all the information. We don't know none of this, bro. Listen, I don't know what you talking about. Never heard of it.
YouTube and whatever the technical name was he used. I've never heard that one.
The roll packs?
Yeah,
that's the one that it's Shannon Sharp is always hawking. Yes, you've heard of him.
I heard of Shannon Sharp. I don't listen to him and Chad that much. But yeah, okay, I get it. I heard of Viagra back in like 01, 02. I'm not saying that's when it came out. That's when I heard about it. So, but yeah, fellas, Big G, what's up with you, man?
Trying to stay warm, man. B-Dirt is showing what's actually going on in this northern hemisphere right now. It's cold as all get up out there, man. Where I'm at, we got about 2-3 inches of snow. It's snowing now. They talking about between now and Monday, they might have a whole foot of snow out there, man. It's a whole lot. But for whatever reason, they ain't going to drift over to Pittsburgh. I think it's going to hit like Cleveland and tail out. I think it's going to be over with. It's going to drift south.
Get that stuff out of here.
You trying to hate on B-Dirt Saturday night?
I already told him he needs shiesty. If he gets a shiesty and some hand packs, hand warmers, he'll be straight. He needs a shiesty.
Man, I tell you, He said it's gonna be warmer tomorrow than it is right now.
Man, it's cold out. Man, look, it's not to be played with.
22 at kickoff.
Yeah, it's not to be played with. That bad boy coming from Page Way and wearing everybody out because I know it's cold in Chicago.
All I needed. I got the Crucial Catch Fight Cancer hoodie here, or the beanie. That's all I needed. That's it. I don't need no shiesty.
I'm telling you, you need a shiesty, bro.
Got the orange gloves.
For context, for those that don't necessarily know what Big G's talking about, a shiesty, like I told B-Dirt, is what normal people refer to as a ski mask. So
yeah, get a shiesty on.
I guess it's coined shiesty by some in Big G circle because people put on the ski mask and do shiesty stuff.
That is absolutely correct. First one,
Robert, yeah, he caught me over on Let's Ride with Jeff Hartman.
Did he?
I was on there.
Yeah.
Been all over the Steel Curtain Network this week.
Yeah, man, you the go-to bingo guy.
Wearing orange in every one of them.
Wearing orange?
Orange.
Okay, yeah. That's what I heard you say, wearing orange. Hey, what about you, man?
What about me?
What's been up with you? It hasn't been going around the horn.
Great content.
Yes, I know. It's football season. I mean, that's everything. It's up. Waiting for football to be over.
Well, you got a long time for it to be over.
No, I do not. I have less than 24 hours, and my team's football season is completely over. But that ain't what we're here to talk about. We're talking about the AFC North. A great game, a great day of football tomorrow.
Yeah. What'd you do on New Year's Day?
New Year's Day, I slept the whole day.
He sound like he under the weather. He's sipping on tea or something, man. It's good.
No, that's
trying to get his health back. Liquor?
Yes.
Hey, man, listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. You need a hot toddy. A hot toddy gets you right. If you sick and you get a hot toddy, you get right quick. My grandma used to give them to when we was young.
Yeah, I had one of those during pay dirt. Now I just
get
drink
you a hot toddy. Man. Yeah, you're gonna be right. You'll be right tomorrow. You'll be right. Gonna get some nice sleep.
I was fronting like I had to stay all warm and everything. When we were backstage, Big G called me out because I got suite tickets. I'm not gonna be sitting out in the cold.
Yeah, you upstairs. You in a box. I knew you was in a box.
Big club seats.
Yeah, you in there chilling. What is you talking about? You good.
Club seats are great, but when I share club seats with people, they complain to me about it.
Who did that?
I don't know who that was. It wasn't me.
Who did that?
B-Dirt. It was you and my sister.
Oh, no. You went to the box. I stayed down in the 100.
Yeah.
They were good seats, but they weren't club seats. You were in the club seats. I wasn't in club seats.
I was in the box. I was in suite.
Okay.
But yeah,
better than club seats.
I'd rather be closer to the fifth. Only good thing about club seats, you can go out and go to get something to eat inside and the bar and stuff.
Yeah, which is nice in the. You're right. It was the first game of the season, so it was still warm out. Whatever. Club seats gonna be clutch tomorrow.
Big facts.
Yeah.
That's big facts.
You're right about that.
Hey, B-Dirt, Quadfather said let Bad in the box. He said Bad gonna be out there sniffling. He said let him out there, bro.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I understand that. Hey, I know I work. I done been with you. It's good to be with a friend.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Hey, bro, man, thanks for the $2, man. He said toast,
put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name.
Oh,
fifth floor.
The 5. Bro, man, for the 5. Yeah, man. Toast, gents. Yeah, I understand you. I understand it, Doc.
Hey, Big G, B-Dirt, whoever, everybody. Let's go ahead and shout out some of the people in the live chat rocking with us. We're going to go take our first break. Then we're going to come back and get into the Week 18 of the NFL AFC North football.
What's cracking, John? AFL 67, the Quadfather, Dennis Pavlock, Danny Littlejohn, Afton, Craig Withrow. Who else we got? Brother Man from the 5 floor. Ronald Blake. Kathy, mother of Afton, Brother Man.
I don't
Swoozy out there.
I don't want to misspeak Joseph's name. Joseph, is it?
Man, I'll mess that up. Don't even try it with me.
Hey, B-Dirt, you are a resident guy for names like this. I got the Andres and Tyrones and Alizés all
Misseljenovich.
That's on point, Pay.
Yeah,
that's on point.
Misseljenovich.
He in Chicago.
Yeah. Ronald Blake, J. Steve, Luke K 777, John Caldwell, Robert, George T.
What's y'all governor name, Pay?
The governor of Illinois?
Yeah, man.
I forgot his name.
We got a first timer. We got a first timer, fellas. The Major. He said, long time, first time. What's up, nation? Freaky Friday. What's cracking-lacking? What's cracking-lacking, Major? Been a minute, man. Good to see you, man. Renee is in here. We got Art Gordon is in here. We got some other people, man. New folks, man, rocking with us. I think we up to almost about 90 to 100 people, man. So we're going to be all right here in a little bit. Rob Lightfoot is in here.
Get them rhythms up.
Nico is in here. We got some new blood in the building. I'm appreciating it, y'all. Black and Gold Standards in here. Troy's in here. I'm waiting for the Matrix General himself, the Claude Bishop himself. Him and I know Tim Lyons, we ain't gonna see him for about 7 days. He praying Holy Mary and thanking God for everything that happened good yesterday for Notre Dame. And they cracked them Georgia Bulldogs. You know, we'll talk about that a little bit on overtime, but
hey,
I understand.
I'm gonna spill some personal business on air about Tim Lyons.
What's that?
Tim Lyons' 16th wedding anniversary was yesterday, and I was watching the Notre Dame game, and when they returned the kick,
yeah,
I sent a text message to him. Actually, I did it at halftime when they got the interception and got points before the half.
Yeah.
And he said, "What happened? I'm installing a bidet."
Oh yeah, he was scared to watch the game, man. I think he was scared a little bit to watch the game. He thought he would jinx it.
I think he was installing a bidet for the house for his wife for her anniversary gift.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do. 16 years, that's
prioritize, baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
bro, man, for the 5 gave us 5.
Go ahead and read his comment, but first let me say everybody got to do what they got to do. If it's my anniversary and Ohio State is on TV, my wife already know what it is because she's been married to me for 16 years at that point. We'd be at 16 in October, but yeah, she know what it is.
Pay,
well, how you pronounce that dude's name, Pay? I don't want to mess it up.
That is a very easy name. The Illinois governor, J.B. Pritzker. That's not a very difficult name. And I don't know what that has to do with.
I was speaking of the governor before him, Rod Blagojevich. But yeah, see, told you Pay know how to say it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Blagojevich, that was a while before Pritzker. He got locked up. When did Blagojevich?
Yeah, that was a while ago, I guess. Probably like 2009.
Yeah.
Kobe One Kenobi gave us the 10-piece, y'all.
Thanks for everybody for the super chat. Thanks, Kobe One Kenobi, for the 10-piece. We definitely appreciate it on a Friday night. Pay, go ahead and read the comment, man.
Kobe One Kenobi. Oof. Thanks for the super chat for a nice salt buck. Steelers on both sides of the ball has to set the tone and be fundamentally sound in this game and moving forward, plain and simple. Too many mental errors. It's time to lock in. You sure Tomlin didn't write this?
I don't know. That sound like coach talk.
Hey,
but I definitely say that's a fact.
It sounds like Kobe One Kenobi wrote that, and that's all facts. Big G, give him big facts.
The big facts.
All facts.
I got full facts. I ain't got all facts.
Full. That's the one.
Okay, I got it. Full facts. Hold on, dog. There you go. You get a full facts.
Yeah, man.
Full facts.
Every word of it is true. We appreciate it. But real quick, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick pause for the calls. If you're on YouTube, you know we're not going nowhere. If you're listening on the audio side, we have to hear a few words from our advertisers and partners. But we'll be right back after these few messages. And we're back on Friday night on the Homies podcast. I'm one of 4 in the building. With the homies, Mr. Algorithm himself, the homie Big G. The one, the only, the man that kept a dirty car. How he got the nickname B-Dirt. Because his car always be dirty. Shout out to the homie Moose, who gave B-Dirt his nickname.
I want you to know that was in my 20s. Car stays clean now. As a matter of fact, I never used to own black cars because it was, so much upkeep, washing them and everything. My last 3 cars, black on black.
Yeah. Boss vehicle too.
So do you get out and wash them, or you just commit to going to the car wash nowadays?
I do the drive-through spray only because it's black paint. You can't get the anything that rubs or wipes on it. So then afterwards, I do the soft cloth dry. I dry it myself and then do the rims and wheels and everything.
Okay. Yeah,
I did it today when it was 28 degrees out.
Yeah, that's commitment. My car is silver, and I pay $40 a month to go through the drive-through car wash. And you come out though, they dry it off and put tire shine on it. If you want to take the time to go around and get the inside clean, they do that too for $40 a month, many times as you want. But I don't got no time to sit well on the inside. I do that about once a month. But yeah, so another super chat from the homie Danny Littlejohn, Mr. South Carolina Gamecocks, going home with an L from a Big Ten team. We're not going to let that go, Danny. The football season completely over, and Ohio State has a natty. So, yeah, shout out to South Carolina, Alabama sitting home on the couch catching them L's. But thanks for the super chat. All AFC North football on Saturday. Solo stage. That's true. Another full facts, ESPN for both games, doubleheader. But fellas, well, let's go ahead and get into it, man. So we'll start with the team that I think is going to win the division. I think that's obviously going to be the Baltimore Ravens, because Cleveland, I don't think have a chance. They're starting Bailey Zappi. They're sitting Denzel Ward and some other. Like Denzel Ward not trash. I think he probably made the Pro Bowl.
I'm talking about their squad.
Oh yeah, in its totality. So my question about the Browns was, man, fellas, are the Browns' brain trust safe? We talking about Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry, the GM. The Browns owner is what's his name, Big G?
Shoot, I don't know. I just know that they garbage and ain't nobody over there safe.
Nah, he been owner for a while. He always been making. He the one paid Deshaun Watson all that money.
Oh, he's safe, but I'm saying like the GM and the coach.
I know the owner's safe. I'm just saying
Haslam.
Thank you, B-Dirt. Yeah, Jimmy Haslam. Sounds like a character on Goodfellas for real. But
so he moving the boys to the burbs, hey? He moving to the burbs. They're going to the suburbs. Yeah, they're going to suburbs in 2 years.
They leave in Cleveland Stadium. I hear they might be building a dome.
Yep, they already got the plans. They bought all the land. It's about 5 miles, maybe 6 miles.
Moving west, right?
Southwest of the airport. It's right out by the airport.
It'll get off of the lake a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be way from downtown.
Lake effect weather, but
he might be the only dude to go into the new stadium. The owner. Everybody else might be gone, dog.
Here's the problem. You can't hold Stefanski, who's won 2 Coach of the Year, responsible because you handcuff him with the worst contract in NFL history and a quarterback that can't play. That wasn't him. He doesn't seem like he wants to be handcuffed to that. Like, I don't know, man. That's a raw deal. I mean, at the end of the day, I think you're right in one aspect. and owner's not going to admit that they screwed up. They wanted to do that, but I think that's where we're at. I think the owner's the one that should stop meddling and let the football people football.
But what owners don't meddle, B-Dirt? They all meddle.
Not very many, for sure.
Not good ones.
Yeah.
Not good ones. You ain't heard Robert Kraft mouth not one time this year, and his team sucked. He could be saying all kind of stuff, but he just is being an owner.
Yeah.
But
I don't trust none of them, Tate. I think they all gonna be gone. I think Stefanski out of here. I think he's gonna start over.
I'd take him in a heartbeat.
Oh, most teams would. Most teams would. He's a very good coach.
Why would you start over if you got a great coach, like you just said?
Because the Browns organization is a bottom 5 organization in the NFL. They constantly firing coaches, constantly flipping quarterbacks, constantly changing out personnel, constantly doing this, constantly doing that, just trying to find anything that'll stick to the wall. That's the Cleveland Browns. So, with a poor record like that, they're going to be calling for somebody to get up out of there. And so why not start with the coach? Because for whatever reason, Deshaun ain't going nowhere. I don't know. I don't get that either. He would be my first dude.
Money when Sean Payton came to the Broncos, he didn't want Russ, but he played that 1 year to make the bad money be a little more reasonable if they had cut him 2 years out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they're doing with Deshaun.
Yeah.
He either can play well next year, and maybe they let him play in 26, or if he's bad next year, he out of there. And they gonna eat the money.
And Big G, we've talked about this offline, I know, but not a bad move on their part if they're looking to get a quarterback to let him play one more year. We think next year's draft class is going to be better for quarterbacks than this year's, correct?
Facts. 2026 is beast mode.
So that might be part of the strategy. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm giving the Browns a lot of credit by thinking they might think that far ahead and play chess instead of checkers, but that could be part of the strategy.
Yeah.
No Diddy. No.
Put him back in the Matrix twice. Put him back over there twice. Talking about he would definitely change coach Stefanski for Tomlin. You done lost. Put him back in there again, man. Man, 3 in a row. 3 in a row, man.
It's more entertaining when you hit the wrong one.
Yeah. Talking about you would Claude. We appreciate the $2, but you trade Stefanski for Mike Tomlin? Stop it.
Hey, Tim Lyons over here saying go Irish.
Yeah, he is still in a coma.
Yeah, man, that defense looked good yesterday. I mean, that fumble before halftime kind of swung the momentum and kind of made it real tough for it. It was already tough for Georgia, but they made it real tough.
Yeah.
But it was a good game, though. Better than the other games they had. Well, not better than Arizona, Texas, but that's because I don't believe in Texas. I think Texas, if we rank the teams right now, I think Texas will be number 4.
Wow.
But we talk about that another time.
Yeah, facts.
But so you think Stefanski and Andrew Berry's out of there?
One of the two.
If a GM goes, you bring another GM in, they normally bring their own coach.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was great saying.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the pay? Would the Bears be interested in Stefanski?
I don't believe Stefanski's job is currently in danger. The defending coach of the year, he still has a little bit more of a meat on that bone, so to speak. Now the general manager, his job might be a little bit more tenuous. For all the reasons that you all mentioned, he did bring in what's his face, Deshaun Watson, even though that was really Jimmy Haslam. That was him that pushed for that, and they've got all the receipts for that too. But he's the boss, and he doesn't have to take any blame for anything that he does because he's the boss. So it's not fair, but so what? Yeah. So if it has to be both, I don't think both will go anywhere. in fact, if I had to wager with either which of the two would go anywhere, I would say neither one. I'd say they both have another season together in Cleveland. Just wash this one as a mulligan maybe, and they come back next year and nothing changes. Then they can clean house clean and start over, even with no Deshaun Watson.
Hey, I got a question. Is Myles Garrett out of there?
No.
I'm hearing otherwise. I'm hearing he's out of there.
He's
out of there.
He's their franchise player, Big G. He's the face of the franchise.
You can get draft capital, a whole lot of draft capital for him.
I think we have a first right now in the live chat. I think Tim Lyons and Quadfather over here betting corner time in the chat.
Oh, they did on Level Up. Tim Lyons bet Quadfather head up, Georgia Bulldogs versus Notre Dame, and you already know the results. So Quadfather owed a whole bunch of corner time.
And now he's trying to bet Penn State is going to crack Notre Dame. But they're not on the show. How do they pay the corner time?
Oh, they're gonna send in live shots. No. And in their comments, they got to say that the other team is the greatest team and the only greatest team in the world. They just got to keep saying it over and over again in their comments.
What's up, Pat?
I was just like, Tim Lyons is on a show. I mean, he can face a wall with a camera watching him. I mean,
yeah, there's no return on his.
Oh, Rob Lightfoot betting, not Dennis Pablock. Rob Lightfoot betting.
Guy.
Yeah.
Well, we have to finish out figure out that.
I guess that question is to you from Fifth Flow.
A warm body. Who do I want for Chicago as a coach? Ben Johnson is the number one on my list. I wouldn't be disappointed with Vrabel either.
Vrabel interviewed or sitting down with the Jets and scheduled, I believe.
Sure is.
I think he did that today.
Yeah, okay.
That's the leverage interview.
Yeah. To get where you're trying to go.
Let's jump real quick from the Browns, who we really don't have no clue what they're gonna do until we know on Monday if Stefanski out of there. We're gonna talk about Black Monday on overtime too.
Yep.
But Pay, let's talk about the Ravens, man. The Ravens are hitting their stride at the right time of year, man. You know, we had some questionable losses early. We wondered. I mean, they had a really, really good season. You still lost quarantine bet to Big G behind the Ravens. I only wish my bet on the Bears had it came through like that. Like they could have been bad early and been good late, but they've lost 10, potentially 11 in a row now. Oh my gosh. But we talking about the Ravens, man. So the question is, we expect them to come out and beat the Browns tomorrow. We'll talk about the game on overtime. We make our picks. But I'm sure whoever gets that game is going to pick the Ravens. But, you know, every man picks for himself. But, man, right now, and you guys know the odds and stuff. Would you say Lamar Jackson is favored to win MVP right now going into Week 18?
Do I say so? Do DraftKings say so? Does Pay say so?
Pay first. Just Pay his opinion. He can go off whoever he wants. You, DraftKings, or himself.
I would give him my vote if I was voting today. If I had a vote, I would give it to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I would. As of today, I would too.
B-Dirt.
All right. Honest opinion. Not a hype man here. As of today, I would have Lamar Jackson 1. I'd have Joe Burrow 2.
Yep.
I'd have Saquon Barkley 3.
Yep.
And I'd have Josh Allen 4.
Yep. I agree. 100%.
Go ahead and put the top 5 in there. Who's 5?
Now,
it's Jared Goff, ain't it?
No, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Goff Goff, maybe. Listen, I wouldn't be Baker Mayfield.
Sam Darnold,
I
y'all.
might put
Sam
him
Darnold
at
out there
5.
killing them. Sam Darnold.
I don't think he's the reason why that team is winning all those games, though. I think their defense has a lot to do with it. I think a lot of other things. Maybe probably give Goff the credit a little bit more because he's had a little more historic runs in there, and he's had to do this with 14 defensive players on IR.
That's facts.
22 players on IR total.
That's
so
facts.
Maybe him because of those circumstances that he took them to the same record, and his numbers they're very comparable. Those two guys have very comparable numbers.
Sam Darnold 35-12, Jared Goff 36-10.
Now, DraftKings has Josh Allen, the major favorite at -320, Lamar Jackson at 225, Joe Burrow at plus 1,800, Saquon Barkley at plus 3,000, Jared Goff and Sam Darnold both at plus 10,000.
So the discussion is a valid one then.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Most definitely.
You got Josh Allen 4, but DraftKings has him 1.
But here's the thing: Josh Allen isn't going to play this week.
Facts. And Lamar gonna hit them boys for about 3-4 touchdowns. Ain't that right, Pay?
If you watch Running Through the Jungle, this is what I like. I saw the highlights. I wasn't watching the game. I saw the highlights of the Bills-Jets game. They went 40-14. They're talking about how amazing Josh Allen is. They show how great he played. They show a thing of him running out of the pocket, throwing back across the field. Kenyon Martin, or no, wait, what's his name? The rookie wide receiver from Florida State.
Keon Coleman.
Keon Coleman runs over, jumps in front of a defensive back. It's getting ready to intercept the ball and snatches it out for a touchdown. It was a reckless play. He got bailed out. And I'm like, okay. So I go look at his stats. I'm like, he must have had a really good game. He had 180-some yards passing. And I was like, okay, he can do it with his legs too. He must have had a good day on the ground. It's 17 yards rushing. But we're anointing him like here comes the GOAT. You know what I mean? That team is playing well. Josh Allen has made good plays when he needs to. I think Lamar Jackson's having a much better season.
Facts. Pay, I say the same. I think Lamar going to win it, Pay. I think he's going to go for about 3 or 4 touchdowns, bro, and he's going to win it tomorrow. He should.
If he's not going to play the whole game, they get up by 17, they're going to start sitting guys. Because their backups against the Browns, backups and starters are still better. So why? Because they got to play in the first round. So why risk anybody in the second half if you got control of the game? But we'll see. Bruh, man, Fifth Flow say AFC North defenses have been rocky and up and down all season. I would agree. I mean,
the whole division, facts.
The entire division. Baltimore started out bad. Pittsburgh started out good. Pittsburgh is bad now. Baltimore's good now. The Browns they're week to week even. You know, one week they'll be bad, one week they'll be good. The Bengals have turned it on during this winning streak, the past 4 or 5 weeks. Before that, they were on a futile record for defense before the last month. So they've turned it around. So yeah, that comment is spot on point. Thanks, Fifth Flow. Well, okay, so we got Lamar Jackson as favorite for MVP here on the homies. Next up, man, we're gonna get into the Bengals. B-Dirt, man, they done won 4 straight or 5 straight.
4
straight, going for
4-8.
Look
Yeah,
at
we're
Pay.
4-8, won 4 straight.
Look at Pay. What you doing over there, Pay? He doing something.
Was that a fine? Was he talking to us?
I wasn't talking. I just said I ain't got nothing. That's it. I ain't got nothing.
The first
it was a rough start. And
is that the first fine, Big G?
The first fine of the year.
That wasn't fine.
It's not a fine.
I want to address here, this is a good segue.
Big G said it was a fine. I've been waiting to pull it out. You guys been really good today.
But I think a good segue here is Ronald Blake made a comment here at 8:40. He says the Bengals were chosen to be the first or second in the AFC North with the Ravens. Both QBs had more to work with. I think he's meaning than Josh Allen did. Defensive points against right now, the Bills are 10th in the league. The Ravens are 20th in the league. The Bengals are 31st.
Yeah.
That's not a lot to work with. Here's a little bit less to work with. Pass block win rate. In that stat, the Bills are 6th in the league. The Ravens win pass blocking at the second highest clip in the league, and the Bengals are 30th. I think Joe Burrow is overcoming more obstacles than either of those other two quarterbacks. I think Lamar's having the better overall season. I do think that if Joe Burrow goes off in this game and throws for 360 yards and busts that 5,000-yard passing mark, that maybe we see a chance for that to sneak in there. But Joe Burrow has 8 straight games with 250 yards and 3 touchdown passes. No one else in league history has more than 6. In the last 8 games, Joe Burrow has completed 69.4% of his passes for an average of 331 yards per game with 27 touchdowns and a 112.2 passer rating. I mean, you can make some arguments there. If you start looking at stats, you can't pull up a 3-game clip where Josh Allen's playing as good as Joe Burrow has in the last 8.
That's facts. But you know what matters, B-Dirt? The dub.
I understand that, but that's a team thing. And I could argue the MVP, the most valuable player, that the 8 wins that the Bengals have right now have been Joe Burrow pulling them through the dark side more than Josh Allen. I think if you look at it like wins over replacement, like WAR, like they do in baseball,
yeah, that's facts.
That's when you can make an argument for Joe Burrow. Now, will he win the MVP? Probably not, unless he does something historic tomorrow night.
4 touchdowns and a dub. He's the MVP.
And I think they need to sneak into the playoffs, which is weird that as an MVP vote, that you'd have to rely on another team to lose. But I think that's where he's at.
Yeah. 404 and a dub. Yeah, they're gonna be talking. They're gonna be talking strong MVP for Joe Burrow. Strong, and he can do it. I mean, Joe Burrow can do it. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. He's a beast.
Yeah, Joe Burrow assumed the man of the best quarterback in the league for my money this year. Better than Lamar, better than Mahomes, better than Allen. He's the best in the league. He was already top 3, but he's number 1 as of right now.
Claude, that's not facts, bro. I'm the only guy on the panel outside of B-Dirt that never had Joe Burrow out of his top 5. Never. When everybody else was talking crazy, I said Burrow is that dude, bro. Never have I discounted Joe Burrow. Now, have I talked crazy about the Bengals team? Absolutely. But not Joe Burrow.
I don't know that I ever had Burrow at the top 5. I just said I had him top 3. Now he's number 1. So I said I had him top 3, obviously, at some point.
I ain't never had him out of my top 5. Never.
Yeah, well, I'm saying I haven't either. But you said you're the only one. I mean, if you're speaking about this group, you're not.
That's what Claude said. That's what Claude said. Luke Cage got a super chat for the 5 too, man. Thanks, Luke, for the 5. He said, question for all you guys. What is the one splash free agent player your team needs to make? Somebody else can go. We need a whole bunch of them. Somebody else can go.
But the question is say the one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you guys think of one first, go ahead. But I'll say the Steelers probably need T. Higgins.
No.
Are we talking free agents? They need a true number 1 receiver, Big G. What are you talking about?
We need a green dot middle linebacker.
So which one is a free agent then?
There's a whole lot of green dot middle linebackers. Jerome Baker's a green dot middle linebacker. Kenny Greenlaw is a green dot middle linebacker. We need a green dot middle linebacker.
They're free agents.
Free agents. Free and clear.
I think
Greenlaw, Dennis Baker.
I think Patrick Queen is better than both of them. I don't think
Not
that's
at the green dot. Not a green dot.
Well, I can get somebody else to do it. Like Shannon said, don't pump your brakes. I can get Peyton Wilson to be a green dot and let Patrick Queen be a playmaker. But so, hey, the Ravens, who you looking at?
I don't know as far as a bona fide splash free agent that the Ravens need as of right now. Maybe that's because they're playing so well at this given moment that I've got, purple colored glasses on and I can't see the blemishes, right?
How about re-signing one of their own free agents then?
I mean,
they're going to lose their tackle.
That would be more important than adding to the product.
Ronnie Stanley.
Yeah, Ronnie Stanley.
He's a free agent.
I mean, maybe it is getting close to that time for Mr. Stanley. But that's not my call. We did have concerns about that offensive line coming into the season, and that offensive line has been one of the best this season so far. Lamar has gone weeks without being touched. So maybe if they keep that unit together, like you said, B-Dirt, bring back Ronnie Stanley, that should be a win for everybody.
Is King Henry still on the contract after this year?
I think 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's they're good now.
Another guy for the Steelers might be Chris Godwin.
I like Godwin. I like Godwin. Yeah, I like Godwin.
That's a good
as a straight up free agent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come back from injury, which he's been out since like week 4, so he should be good to go when it's time to start playing again. But B-Dirt, who you like for the Bengals, man?
I say either Josh Sweat from the Eagles to add some edge rush to go with Trey Hendrickson. We have some defensive backs that I think have stepped up a little bit, some of the younger guys, and we get 2 guys back off of injury. I think shortening the time they have to cover would help, getting more pass rush. And guard out of Kansas City, Trey Smith. Guard has been a big weakness for us.
He going to get big bread, though, B-Dirt. He going to get big bread.
I understand. For guard, though, big bread's what, 23, 24? Yeah. So that's one of those things. If we can't get T done, might be worth doing. Because we, 30th best pass blocking team in the league, and all we do is pass.
Yeah. You got to – somebody said in the chat earlier that Joe Burrow is the new Danny Marino. I'm not going to say that yet, but I'm going to say he's on – because I think he's got an opportunity to win a Super Bowl if they can right the wrongs as far as the defense and offensive line. But that's saying a whole hell of a lot when you're saying Joe Burrow's the next Danny Marino. Danny Marino was a freaking beast.
He was, and he had Mark Clayton and Mark Duper versus Jamar Chase and T.
Listen, the Bengals are elite when it comes to skill positions, and then they turn around and can't block or tackle, which in football is pretty important.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm still pissed at the Steelers for not drafting Danny Marino. That makes absolutely no sense.
And by them not drafting Danny Marino is the reason why they drafted Kenny Pickett.
Facts. And that was a total bust.
I'd be inclined to agree with B-Dirt on that one. So, Big G.
Yeah.
Steelers. Yeah, the one free agent you signed. You said Jerome Baker already.
Either him or Greenlaw. I'll take either one of them.
Okay.
Either one.
So now let's take one last break real quick, and we're going to come back, and we don't need to talk about the Ravens Browns. We're going to talk about the Bengals Steelers. I want Big G and B-Dirt to have a discussion about the game. Give some keys for both teams. You guys, just debate it. Me and Pale chime in as we feel like we have something to say. But real quick, we're going to take this quick break, and we'll be right back to you on YouTube. We listen to an audio podcast on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, iHeart, wherever you listen to your audio podcast. We'll be right back as we hear a few words from our advertisers and partners. And we're back for the final block of the Homies podcast on Friday night. Be sure to tap into overtime directly after this, probably about 5 minutes. Real quick, though. The Ravens had the most players going to the Pro Bowl. I think they got 9 this year.
Facts.
B-Dirt. The Bengals, obviously, Burrow's going. Jamar Chase is going. Anybody else?
Trey Hendrickson's going. And we had 2 alternates, Chase Brown and Orlando Brown Jr.
Okay. The Browns, any? Myles Garrett got to go, right? I'm guessing. I don't know.
Jared Jeudy made it.
Jared, wow. He just made it from starting with that Broncos game, but I get it. Big G, the Steelers.
5.
They are, well, here, I
TJ
know.
Watt. Go ahead.
No, well, 4 right there. Boz, and I put them in order from my preference of production this year. Boz was probably the top Pro Bowler for the Steelers. Cam had an excellent bounce back year. TJ just did TJ things, but not big time TJ things. But that just lets you know how good he is. He did TJ things and still got to make it to the Pro Bowl. When he does big time TJ things, he's in the argument for Defensive Player of the Year. And Minka, which I think is a reputation kind of thing. But who's the 5th guy, Big G? Must be an alternate.
I think the snapper made it, man. I'm checking now. I see 4 for sure, but I thought the snapper made it as an alternative, but maybe not. We maybe only have 4.
Christian Kuntz.
Yeah, I thought Kuntz made it.
Okay. So, Big G and B-Dirt. Let me ask the question first. B-Dirt, your key for the Bengals on offense is to
keep Joe Burrow from getting murdered.
Facts.
The edge rush of Highsmith and Watt has always given us problems. And right now we've gotten Orlando Brown Jr. playing with on a cracked fibula, and we have the youngster from Georgia, Mims, is playing with a sprained ankle and a broken hand. He's got a club on.
Which hand is broke?
Right hand on the right tackle.
We can't punch. Ooh.
It's rough. He's been in and out of the lineup, and they're shuffling people around and putting Cody Ford on tackle, and it's not an ideal situation.
Ooh. But hey, so so ours would be just the opposite. Get Joe Burrow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
By any means necessary. I think TJ Watt still, they say he's not hurt, but man, he's hurt, man. I think he's gonna need surgery on his foot. So, but Herbig can get home, Smith can get home, Highsmith can get home. Go get home. Go get home on Joe B.
I think 2 things. I think 1, not only like we need to chip and help in blocking in that mannerism.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Sample is questionable, probably not going to play. Chase Brown's questionable. Drew Sample is a bigger deal in my mind because of the pass blocking stuff. He's the guy we bring in and running that H-back to help pass blocking.
Yep.
So we're going to have to fill that gap and get in a year that I've not been happy with our coaching. We need to have really good coaching and scheming here in order to help with blocking and get maybe Joe Burrow moving the pocket and some things like that in order to have some free lanes to throw.
The Steelers beat her, and I'm just going to be honest, Tate and Pay. We have to blitz the brake shoes off of Joe Burrow. If we sit in blanket coverage and that cover 2 and shell, Joe Burrow's going to kill us, man. Joe Burrow go for about 450 if we sit in shell. We have to get after him, man, by any means necessary. Get him on the ground and get after him. So I mean, if you got to send 6, send them, but get home and put him on the ground.
You on your Malcolm X strategy, huh? By any means necessary.
Get him on the ground. He can't throw the ball if he's on the ground. He can't. Put him on the ground regularly. Then we'll be all right from a defensive standpoint. We'll be fine.
Right. Okay, so turn around now. You first, Big G. Steelers offensive keys.
Run the ball. Run the ball directly at the Cincinnati Bengals. Run in between the tackles. Attack the A and the B gap regularly. Najee and Jalen Warren, we need about 30 carries for about 160 yards between the two of them. 30 carries and about 150. I'll take 150. 30 carries, build 50. In between the tackles, go straight at them. Hey, that's an easy win because now you're keeping Joe Burrow off the field and you control time of possession. And the Steelers don't need any turnovers. We cannot put the ball on the ground. You fumble, you throw an interception, and you're just giving it right back to probably the best quarterback in the NFL the last 5 years. So just run the ball aggressively. Get Justin Fields in a package. Run the ball.
So
you need him to get 2 catches this week.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So, but I need him to run the ball. I need him to get anywhere between 5 and maybe 7 carries. Because Jalen Warren might be hurt a little bit. He's not 100% healthy. So if Warren's not 100%, because I don't want Patterson running the ball at all, Tate. Keep him. I'm done with Patterson. Like how I was with Peterson the year before, now I'm done with Patterson. Done. Stay over there on the sideline. We don't need him. But run the ball. Run the ball all day and night.
So question, Big G. Is Quad Father talking about Burton, the receiver for the Bengals, man?
Yeah, he got left at the crib.
Yep.
Yeah, that's facts. That is
facts.
At
the crib?
At the crib. He didn't make the trip. He's in Cincinnati.
What did he do, B-Dirt?
Scratch. Well, believe, I'm just hearing rumblings right now. This will be the second time he was late to walk through the week of, leading up to a game.
Yeah.
You guys got him in like the 4th round?
Third.
Okay.
Yeah, he hit the crib, bro. He hit the crib.
Big G, last question for you regarding this offense. What do you want or need to see from Russ?
250 and 2 touchdowns.
250,
no turnovers.
Along with the 150 rushes, so Steelers going for 400 yards total offense.
Yep, 400 total, 250, 2 touchdowns, 150 plus rushing, 2 touchdowns. We're in the bag. We got in the bag.
That means you're going to lose another bet.
I
want
to win.
After Russ had 400 yards passing against us, he said he was going to have another 400-yard passing week before the end of the regular season.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Lofty expectations, but it ain't happening.
Juice,
best friend,
Juice man.
That is big facts, what he just stated. Juice Bellamy said Burton's best friend is GP. Makes a lot of sense. That is huge facts. They hang out together in the offseason. Birds of a feather flock together.
Do they really hang out in the offseason?
They boys, man. They boys from Georgia. They boys.
He went to Alabama, didn't he?
Yeah, bro, they boys. They boys back from high school days.
Did he go to Georgia and transfer? Did he go to Alabama?
No, Pickens went to Georgia. Burton went to Alabama, but they friends. They went to 7-on-7 camp together. They've been friends since high school. That is big facts.
Jermaine Burton is from Calabasas High School, California.
He went to Bama, and they hung out on 7-on-7 camps. They are very good friends.
But he did play. He played for both Bama and Georgia.
I didn't know he played for Georgia. I know he played at Bama. And I know that him and JP are very good friends, and they work out together in the offseason. Birds of a feather flock together.
Okay. So, B-Dirt, jumping over to you, man. The Bengals defense, what do you need to see from them?
Tackling. In the first matchup, I think 300 of your 400 yards passing for Russ Wilson was in checkdowns that we didn't tackle. Our linebacker play has been pretty porous when it comes to getting people on the ground before they get to that second, that 8-yard, 10-yard gain. We need to see better tackling there. I think we need to see better scheming with it. We've gotten some better safety play, and we've got some veterans there. I think Von Bell has lost a step, and then his safety play hasn't quite been what it was the first go round with the Bengals. But I think he could help out in this if we went to a 3 safety shell, move those guys around. That frees up a little bit of Mike Hilton to corner blitz, or one of those guys to come up and help with checkdowns to the running back, or even seeing Ivy come in and play tight end. I think Freiermuth could definitely also give us some problems. George Pickens gave us all kinds of problems in that first game. I'm not overly concerned about George Pickens because he always has a 50-50 chance to implode on himself.
Facts.
Without our help.
Facts.
So I'm looking at strengthening the other things that we can handle and do and take our chances with him.
Okay, and your boy might be all right. Your corner from Nebraska.
CTB, he has a questionable with an ankle sprain.
Okay.
I think he's going to play, but we'll see. Also, the guy that Pickens burned twice, but I digress.
50-50 balls. I understand it. Claude Bishop for the 5, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead, me. Read Mr. Matrix comment. Hey, Claude, you think Penn State going to win? You out here betting.
Claude don't have no faith in his own team. He need to stop it. He said, Claude Bishop, thanks for the 5. He said, B-Dirt, you know that G's just be talking and he knows college football and he should leave the NFL for his co-host. No, Claude. No, I'm not. No, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving none of it. I know football, but, that's another story.
Hey, if you want to get into the real question for the Nittany Lions, and this is for another show, I know, but what's Abdul Carter's status going to be playing against the Irish? Because I think that's going to have a lot to do with it, because that's a really good ball player.
I'm hearing shoulder sprain.
Hey, Pay. What's your overall thoughts on the Steelers Bengals? Well, how do you see that playing out?
I got the Bengals winning by 2 scores.
Ooh.
9 points.
Wait. I'll take that bet.
I don't want no corner time. I want 25.
I'll take that bet.
No, I'm not putting anything out there on it. You asked me for what I think that's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen. I think the Bengals are, as you already stated, they have won 4 games in a row. The Steelers are on the opposite end of a 4-game winning streak. They are more desperate. They have to win to continue their season. The Steelers, they don't necessarily have to win. They need to win so they can go into the playoffs with some type of momentum. But they don't necessarily need that, right? I think all conventional signs point towards the Bengals having the upper edge. The Bengals' strength, their offense, obviously. B-Dirt has already said their defense has been playing a little bit better as well lately. The strength for the Pittsburgh Steelers, their defense, versus the strength for the Bengals versus the strength of the Bengals is their offense. I think if you put those two on the field in this type of setting, I think the strength for Cincinnati should win out.
I don't disagree.
Are you betting even up?
Oh yeah, if you're putting everything on the table, now we're talking.
I'm not putting all it. Man, you owe me a year. I'm not giving up all that time, man. Stop that.
All right. I mean, you owe me a nice change, a nice change of push-ups too. So
yeah, no, I'm not betting all that. So you'll never see the push-ups though. Never.
Of course,
you're gonna be in the corner.
So
no. By the time I turn around, you'll still be down there.
My thoughts: the Bengals scored 38 the first game. I think the Steelers defense does a little better than that this time. I think they hold the Bengals under 24.
That's a lot. That's saying a
That's
lot.
A lot, but under. Man, Burrow dropped 30 on everybody here. What are you talking about?
24, man. That's to hold them under 24.
Yes. And
Ooh,
that's
Tate.
the defense playing well.
I'll take the over.
You'll take the Bengals score over?
Yeah, you said under 24.
Right.
So I'll take the over at 23.5.
Okay. We can do that.
Ooh.
All right, what we gonna bet?
Don't do it, Tate. Don't do it.
What we gonna bet?
God. He's
20,
cooked.
25.
25. All right.
I'm trying to get this $25 bet in. There it is.
Mm.
And you know what? While you out there when the clock hits 0 with your little take your gloves off and your cold fingers and send me that quarter ball. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm looking at either way it go.
First receipt of the new year.
Yeah, that is. That's facts.
Going to be about 24-21, 24-20. The Bengals win, I lose in. I may as well bet on the game. Because if they score 24, it's 24-21. B-Dirt wins that. But yeah, with that being said, man, we right at the hour mark. We're going to go ahead and get out of here and jump right over to overtime. Ronald Blake say, I got has a lot of faith in JPJ covering. I mean, I think it's twofold. It's also part of the Steelers know the recipe to win, like Big G says, can ball control.
Man, they're still picking up laundry from the last time he played the Bengals. Man, he had penalties all over the place.
That is big facts. There was yellow everywhere.
Who are we talking about?
JPJ.
Yeah, that's big facts.
No, he
Hold.
if you
illegal hands in the face.
If you would
pass interference, he had them all.
You watch Hard Knocks. He's been working on cleaning up a bit. He's rested since Christmas. No, since before Christmas. He didn't play Christmas Day, did he?
Nope. JPJ ain't played in a minute.
He got hurt against the Ravens.
Yep.
Yeah. So
listen, he make whatever plan he wants to. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
They put him on T. Higgins again, and they gonna scheme against Chase. But anyway, I just got him not scoring 24. But yeah, man. So I think part of the key to holding the 24 is the Steelers defense or offense controlling the clock. So that's definitely part of it. I mean, we can go 33, 34 minutes controlling the ball. I think we're looking okay. You hold the Bengals to 27 minutes of time of possession, then you limit the opportunity Burrow has on the field. So that's kind of part of what I'm counting on too. So, but with that being said, somebody gonna make the pick on the overtime for that show. For that game, I mean,
he got everything good. That's good.
What's that?
I've got the games down. They're already in order of how they were on DraftKings mobile site, and our order is least amount of picks made to the most amount of picks. So Tate, you lead us off.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So thanks for joining us. Jump on over to overtime, man. We're gonna be there directly. I like to be there right at the latest 9:20. I got 9:12 right now. We're about to get out of here. Big G will be driving that train, steering that ship. Pilot of the plane, however you want to call it. It's all on Big. No, what we said was Big G is the foreman tonight. Me, Pay, and B-Dirt just the worker bees. But yeah, man. So we about to get out of here. Thanks everybody for rocking with us on another Homies Friday night. We will hear more Pay's voice on the next episode. So if you tune in,
he said no way.
Tune in to hear Pay. He over there off the coffee mug. We never got brown bag Pay McAfee back though.
Gonna make Mama Bear very unhappy. Pay.
That's limited edition. You can't get Pay McAfee every week.
We have this about week 3.
Pay McAfee is limited edition.
Yeah, man.
Hey, let the Bears pull off the upset against the Packers. He might be here next week.
You know what? It do kind of coincide with that, B-Dirt. Now that you bring that point to light, it do kind of coincide. Maybe with like week 6 that it started going no fun Pay. But yeah, man. Thanks everybody for rocking with us. We out of here right now on our way to overtime. per usual at the end of every homies episode. Pay, get us out of here, man.
Lock up Brett Favre.